The Korean War is one of those conflicts that escape many people's memory. Maybe because it was fought so far away. Maybe because there was no physical signs in the surroundings in Britain that people were at war, as there had been in World War II. Maybe because it was a war many people thought had nothing to do with them, and as Britain, we had nothing to gain from the conflict. Nevertheless, over 1,000 British soldiers were to die, and over 1,000 were to become prisoners, some of which were designated missing in action, never to return home again. In this bloodiest and at times barbaric war fought between protagonists from many nations, we were to experience the first so-called proxy war. Because in reality, this war pitched together the two ideologies of the Cold War as the main combatants, thankfully without escalation to nuclear conflict. This war saw both sides ascend to almost victory, only to descend again and return to the status quo, ending up in stalemate virtually as it started, separated along a demilitarized border on the 38th parallel. With the peninsula that had been divided after Japanese occupation following World War II, still with two countries sharing a common name, differentiated by a compass point. The war, which still has no peace treaty, still is technically in existence, reached an armistice in 1953, but only after an immense loss of life on both sides, which dwarfed that British tally, and includes many civilians, some of which were trapped on the wrong side of the border and remained so for decades. 70 years ago, the then fledgling United Nations beckoned the British soldier. Britain might still have been recovering from a world war and its aftermath. Food and goods might still have been rationed at home. But when they were called to arms, those brave combatants answered that call. So we should remember them. Nicknamed by some as the Forgotten War. Well, here in Wakefield, that sacrifice is respected and remembered.